This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
This is Charles with Complete Sports Management. We're here at Elsternwick Park, where the old Melburnians have just beaten Old Carey by 122 points. I'm joined by Senior Assistant Coach Paul. Paul, it was a great win for the club today. It was a tough first quarter. It was a bit even, but then you blew them away the second, third and fourth. What were your general takings from today's game?
We were really pleased, Charles, to have a four-quarter effort. That was our focus. We've got a lot of respect for Carey. They've got a really talented young list, and we knew that if we didn't bring our best performance today, that they'd take the game right up to us and possibly could beat us, because any team on their given day, if they're not playing at their best, the opposition can get hold of them. So it was a real focus of ours to go hard all day. We were really pleased with our pressure all over the ground. Started with our forwards, locked it in, and we were able to set up behind the ball and keep the ball in our forward half. And eventually the tide of possession just sort of overwhelmed the opposition.
Jackson Payne had a very, very big day in the office today. I think he kicked 7 goals altogether, a few behinds. How do you see his game today?
He was awesome. He's a big, strong lad. He played on Henry Shade, who's an ex-AFL footballer himself, so quality opposition. And Henry was very good in some contests, but Jackson was absolutely fantastic, and if he's not marking the ball, he's bringing it to ground and bringing other players into it. So it was great to see him get reward for his all his efforts. We'd like him to kick a bit straighter, but we're not taking anything away from his performance.
Angus Borthwick in the middle, seems like another game, another really good performance. Had over 20 touches, kicked 2 great goals. How do you see his game today?
Yeah, he's just a beast. He's got he's so hard at it. He's really, really smart as well, and people I think they forget that. As hard as he is, he's actually really, really smart, hence those goals that he kicked as well. And he had a fairly heavy tag on him for the first half at least, so to be able to contribute like he did was really pleasing.
Now, a massive game for you guys next week. Old Zavs away from home. What are you most looking forward to for that game?
Looking forward to seeing how we go against the team that's sitting on top of the ladder. So, we're betting teams that are around us, like today. But we need to take a scalp, and we're going to be challenging our boys to make sure that they give their best and see where we stack up against clearly the best team in the competition right at the moment.
Awesome. Thanks again for joining us. I'll now see you in a bit with the head coach of Old Carey. I'm joined by head coach Michael Tarrant. Michael, it's a tough game out today. Yep. What were your general takings from a game like this?
Well, my general takings were our first quarter was terrific. So most other games lately, the game opposition have set up their win in the first quarter. So I was really happy with the first quarter. We forced them wide, and they were able to kick a few points just from the pockets, which I was happy with. And then it seemed to open up a little bit and we couldn't sustain the pressure. So taking out of it is there's not a lot you can take out when you lose by that amount. So I just think it's all about enthusiasm and trying to keep the group focused and confident that we can turn it around. That's always the challenge.
What was your main message to the boys, especially in the midfield and also in the back line? Coming up against quality opponents like Old Melburnians, it's always going to be a hard game, but what was your main message to them?
Just trying to give a consistent effort. I think at times you've seen it in the first quarter that the effort was consistent, therefore the scoreboard remained reasonably consistent. I think what happens is we're just dropping off at times, and against in A grade, when you drop off for 5 minutes, there's 3 goals really quickly and then momentum builds, so then the belief struggles a little bit. So it's just mainly forget about the scoreboard and ask for a consistent effort.
Now, looking forward to next week. Collegians back at home.
I know, yes, yeah. So we've got a new club room. So yeah, hopefully, as I said, hopefully we can improve on this effort. And as I said, it's more important that we try and get a consistent effort going. So I'm looking forward to Collegians.
Awesome. Thanks again for taking the time to joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. And we'll see you next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.